All right, folks, what is going on? This is episode 564 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Georgia Southern and Atlanta Falcons football. And today, we're going to talk some Georgia Southern because the spring game is tomorrow at the time of this episode. Spring game is tomorrow, and football is officially underway in a sense for college football. There's other teams that actually had their their spring game. Shout out to Derek Canteen, former Georgia Southern Eagle, had an interception in the Virginia Tech spring game. So he's showing out and showing what he's made of, and it's awesome to see. Also, you had some other teams that had one, but now this is the one that matters over here. The Georgia Southern Eagles are going to open their spring game on 12 o'clock noon on the 22nd, which is, like I said, Saturday. And I'm going to let you know what my expectations are, what do I want to see, and what we may not see, because there's a lot of factors into my expectations. If this is your first time here, welcome. I can be found on YouTube and Rumble. Also, I am on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, and Google Podcasts. You can find me on any of those areas. Also, the website, firstandframerates.com, firstandframerates.com. Go check that out. And hopefully you like the website. I still need to work on some things over there, but we're chugging right along. Okay, so the weekend is here. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic week. Hopefully everything went well, and it is some football going to be on display. My favorite college football team, which is the Georgia Southern Eagles, are going to play the blue and white game. And I saw the thing on Twitter, who's going to win, blue or white. And it doesn't really matter who wins to me, because the Eagles are going to be the winners in my book. But this is what I expect. This is what I want to see. Last season, the spring game last year, we started off with the new offense. Kyle Van Treese, Connor Sigelski, and others pretty much ripped this defense apart. And it's kind of like that during the spring games. It's kind of catered to the offense. But I want to see the defense do some things. I want them to be a little bit more aggressive. I want them to attack a little bit more. Last season, the spring game last year, we didn't see much of that, but we were kind of blinded because of the great offense that we started to see. We weren't triple option, or spread option, gun option threat. We were throwing the ball down the field with the air raid attack, and it looked really good. Don't get me wrong, I still want to see them do those type of things, but I wanted to be more of a balance, because I saw there was a lingering issue with the defense. And a lot of people walked away from that game thinking that was it bad defense or was it good offense? Or a lot of people didn't know, but it kind of find out it was a lot of bad defense. It just what it was. And the defense never caught on to the 4-2-5. We did have some great plays down the stretch throughout the actual regular season, but in the spring game, not so much. But I would like to see some guys step up and make some plays on defense. I mean, I think we saw that in the last scrimmage game. We had a couple of interceptions, a couple of guys getting to the quarterback. It's good to see. And the reason why I say this is because if these guys could stop this offense that Georgia Southern is running, they'll be able to go up against any offense in the Sun Belt. I mean, this offense, it was one of the best in the one of the best in the Sun Belt. And we had the top 5 passing offense in the entire of college football. I think Kyle Van Treese ended up number 3 or number 4, the most passing yards. So if we can slow that down, if Davis Brin and J.C. French and Colton Fitzgerald go out there and throw the ball a little bit, and and we were able to hold them down a little bit, stop and contain them some, to where we can get some stops and make some dynamic plays, I will be extremely happy. Because the thing about it is, we're going to be able to, there's no doubt, if you've been watching this team for the past year or so, there's no doubt that the offense is going to be good. I mean, we can see this, we can tell. The offense is going to be dynamic. We brought some more playmakers in. The running back's always been stout. The offensive line should be able to hold up just as well. We even brought in a couple of tight ends. One was a Power 5 tight end, which is huge. I mean, he's 6'7". I think J.J. McCaffrey is back. I mean, we should be really good in that area. So I'm not worried about the offense at all. The defense kind of scares me because we had a difficulty of tackling last year, and I want to see them bring some guys to the ground. So hopefully, once we get things going in the spring game, we will try to get that going. I did say I was going to make it to the spring game. I still can technically make it to the spring game, but I have other priorities and I have to address here at the house. So I won't be making it. But what I will do and what I want to do, I want to do a live reaction stream. So I'll probably have a stream up. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at VFBaller. If I can get a stream going to where I can have a live reaction to the game. Now that will be I think that will be awesome. So hopefully I'll get that up and running and you guys can come through and, watch the spring game and we could talk about some football on the back end as well. So that's going to be the case now. Second full year of Coach Clay Helton, what can we do? It all is going to start based on what we see now. I mean, Coach Clay Helton, honestly, this offseason, it's kind of kept a lower profile than last year. And I know they've been putting in work. You saw the recruits. You saw the transfers. So there's no doubt they've been doing that, but you haven't heard much. I think these guys are doing more grinding. And shout out to Coach Thurman. He's been promoted, and he's on the coaching staff, one of my favorite buddies on the team. I know he may be a little disappointed I'm not going to be making the game, but trust and believe I will be at some games this season coming up. There's no doubt about it. My work schedule lines up with the games. I won't be surprised I make it to maybe 3 or 4 home games because I got it set up this way, and I'm already planning ahead because last year I wasn't able to make one, but I'm going off on a tangent there. If you look at what this team has been doing and the guys that they're bringing in, I really feel that at this point, we're going to start seeing some very, big, very, I ain't gonna say very. We're going to see a high amount of explosiveness. Now, we saw a lot of that last year with Durham Burgess. But now you got other guys like Anthony Queeley and Jalen Barden. You got some guys coming in that can really stretch the field. You still got Jet Thompson and Sam Kennerson. We're going to be able to be dynamic. But I want to see some dynamic plays on defense. Mark Stampley look like he's going to be stepping up. I want to see if Ashton Witten is going to come in and make some things happen. I see the other guys that are coming in to transfer from K-State. I want to see what he could be able to do. The guy from Bowling Green. I keep forgetting their names because I don't have them lined up on me on the screen or whatever. But I want to see those guys make some plays. Now, one thing I want to see as well, and one of the bigger things I want to see what that defensive line is going to do. I think that defensive line is going to be key because we lost 2 veterans at the defensive line, Justin Ellis and Dylan Springer. Those guys are gone now. So now who is going to be stepping up to play those areas? Latrell Bullard should be back. Want to see him getting there in that nose tackle, defensive tackle stance. I think Christian Vonner is gone. I cannot remember, but I'm not sure. I have to check the roster. I don't have it up once again. But when you have these guys that are coming in that are freshmen that can contribute, and there's some names that I've seen that look like some guys are going to be ready to go right away. I want to see if they're going to be playing in the spring game. And one thing I also like the fact that Coach Clay Helton is not afraid to play any freshmen. If you're out there, you can play, you're going to play. Look at O.J. Arnold. Look at Pashawn Wimley. These guys actually, Latrell Bullard was a true freshman. Marcus Sanders, I didn't even talk about him at wide receiver. You talking about him as well. These guys were freshmen stepping up and making plays. So don't be surprised if you see some of these guys that come in that transfer from other schools, guys who are recruited and brought in. I think this recruiting class is really nice. It's a really good one. I think we've got a really good nucleus here, and we did lose our offensive line coach. We did lose our defensive coordinator, but we brought some guys in, and it looks like we're going to be looking okay. I think we lost our running back coach too, but it looks like we're going to be okay. But it's all going to start with what we see this upcoming spring game. Now, like I said, I will have the game on. I'll probably have a live reaction. You guys can check it out. Hopefully it works out. I just got to, I haven't tested my internet here in the new house for that type of live streams, but it should work though. It should work. Nevertheless, we're going to check all that out. If everything goes well, definitely going to go from there. And for the most part, man, GATA, go Eagles. If you like this commentary, the like button, share this podcast, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys looking forward to the spring game? I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait to see these guys go out there and compete once again. Last season was a little bit of letdown. We didn't bring home a trophy, but we did make some strides. We beat Nebraska. We beat James Madison, which was a top 25 team. We beat our rival App State. The only two downfalls, we didn't win the bowl game. We lost to Georgia State. That Georgia State loss was abysmal. We turned the ball over 5 times and only lose by 8. I mean, that's just horrible. But nevertheless, let's get back on track. Let's get things going. Hopefully that we'll be able to play the field like we want to, play in this conference the way we want to, and come out on top. But it all starts with what happens Saturday. You can find me on all the avenues: YouTube, Rumble, Anchor, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, firstandframerates.com. Go check out the website. Hopefully you guys will check out go over there and check it out, and hopefully you like what you see. I'm going to get up out of here. I want to thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll see you back here for the spring game. And you guys take it easy, and you guys be blessed. Peace.